Hello, welcome to the mid-course presentation for Advanced Solution Services where we are making the global warming game. Here we have the 6 areas as shown below, which are the domain area, the target audience and users, novelty usefulness of the project, deliverables and software, architecture diagrams, screenshots and technologies, and finally designs, implementations, and testing stages. The global warming game aims to bring awareness to the effects of climate change if the world doesn't address current day situations. This project shows the worst outcomes of climate change, such as famine, war, plagues, diseases, and political effects that will occur in the future if we continue with the bad habits currently in society. The game will be designed from start to finish using software such as Visual Studio Code, Unity, and Photoshop to develop all needed assets and functionalities. The development of the game will take advantage of the growing world of gaming and media, where users can interact and delve into a world that tells a story and shows experiences and effects through arts and functions in-game. Video games are a media mainly consisting of young adults. These young adults may play the game for the fun technical aspect as opposed to paying attention to the story. However, video games are open to adults as well. Adults may play the game and give feedback to the story as opposed to gameplay. The final target audience will also be students and persons interested in global warming topic.
This project is a playable game and will be used as an informative medium to showcase global warming on a graphical and technical standpoint, using gaming as its backbone to encourage persons to learn about the drastic problems we may have ahead, while setting itself apart by being an enjoyable game. The project aims to raise awareness for global warming by showing the effects it can have if left unchecked, and provide teaching through its story, while still keeping the game fun and enjoyable. The hope is that after playing, players may seek to learn more about global warming, whether just as a topic in general, or in concern for the danger that global warming poses, and may encourage them to join the fight against global warming.
This game follows the basic platformer architecture. There is a character model that is controlled by the player. The model has to reach a specific point of the level to advance, and there are platforms that the player must walk on and jump to reach the goal. The model is operated through a player controller script that interprets key presses and moves the character object. The platforms all have physics and interactable surfaces that line up with their graphics so that the player can land on them. Due to the linear style of the game, the goal is set as a coordinate in the game that, if passed by the player, triggers the loading of the next scene. The game is sectioned into scenes, things like menus, levels, or parts of levels, and most of the cutscenes exist in their own scene. The scenes are then linked together, allowing the game to determine which scene to load based on what the player does. Upon death, the game also reloads the current scene. Here is a low-level component diagram showing the basic flow of the game. Here we have a screenshot of a cutscene featured in the game. This is from the introduction to the game and would be one of the first things the player sees. The cutscenes would provide backstory, context, and vital information to the players for them to understand the story as well as the objective of the levels. The cutscenes also serve as a narrative bridge between the levels. With regards to the progress of the project, the research stages have been completed, the design is finished, implementation is being done in tandem with testing, and updates are being done to the finished levels when new mechanics arise.